It's Jill Broadbent here with you for our third video in our mixed media series. So if this is the first time you're catching one of these videos, I totally invite you to go back and watch the first two videos, which will show you even more technique. But this one is specifically showing you some of the Stickles products and the ways that we can use those in our mixed media. So be sure to like and subscribe to our videos and ring that bell so that you can be notified of all the Close to My Heart YouTube videos that come your way. So let's take a look at some of the art that I'm going to show you today that allow you to do some fun detailing, which a lot of mixed media is. It's adding details and little layers and pieces that really bring your artwork to life. So we're going to look at a few different cards as well as a layout in this video series so that I can show you some ideas to help you use these products in fun and unique ways. The first one is really simple. You can see here I've got this card. I've got this card here and it's got some fun stamp and thin cut items, really basic details to adding to a card. And those stamps are such a beautiful embellishment to create this card. But what you can see here is that we've added some fun detail in the Stickles. So Stickles are a gel-based glitter that you can use and control and add detail to projects. And it just is so much fun to add some sparkle and shine. You can see a really fun color range of items in the Stickles line that we carry at Close to My Heart so that you can add these fun details. And here you can see we've added it to everything, the leaves, the flowers, even some of the little pieces on the butterfly. And I want to show you just how easy it is. So I've got one of the stamped flowers here. And again, using this as is beautiful. But once you start playing with some of these products, you will find you can't get enough colors and you can't leave anything alone without adding just a little bit of the glitz from some of these Stickles products. So here I can just squeeze this. I'm going to grab a scratch piece of paper first to make sure I've got a nice clean line. And you can see I can just create a line. I can create a dot. So fun, but I always make sure it's not clogged when I go to use it. And then I'm just simply going over the little lines on this tulip. I'm just dragging it, squeezing ever so softly to bring up that glitter and allow me to cover up the little white spots with some actual detail and texture. See how fun that is? And again, you could add it even here to this little leaf. Once you start, you're like, oh, I gotta keep going. There's so many fun things I can do with this gel. And you can just keep adding detail to your heart's desire. Again, so many different colors of Stickles, and it really is just a way to add glitter and texture to anything you want. So that's idea number one. The second idea is using liquid pearls. So again, it's another product that comes in one of these bottles. It's controllable and it dries with a little bit of raised dimension. And on this card here, you can see that I've used it to make the trails of the butterflies. And it's kind of a tone on tone. It dries with a total pearlescent look. And so you're able to really have just a fun detail to that. So what we did here, we had the stamped butterflies, and then we just added pencil marks. And if you can freehand it, you could do that as well. And I'll bring this over so you can see it nice and close. Move our little tulip while that dries. It takes just a few minutes. But I'm going to come over my stitched lines with the pearl paint, and you can see it's going to dry with a raised detail and the shimmer of the pearl. I'm just following my pencil lines to create that stitched look, but there are so many other ways that you can get that same look. You can use these pearls to create your own little embellishment pearl by just adding a nice little dab and letting that dry. You could totally use this as a border, as an outline, or just little flower centers. So many different things that the liquid pearls allow you to add to your projects. It's so much fun. I also want to show you this card right here. You can see how cute this is, again, with the stamp details and the pattern paper that we've used, but we came in and couldn't stop without adding some of these fun products. So take a look at it close up. and see where we've added some of that glitter gel from the Stickles. You can see we've added some to the pot of her food. We've added a little pearl, liquid pearl to her nose to even give just a little bit of accent there. We've gone over the line of her hat with some of the silver. And then here you can see we've used even gold and silver to create our salt and pepper shakers. And it just adds so much subtle detail, but really makes this card come to life. We've also done some sponging on the background, which we've shown you in some of the past mixed media videos, so check that out as well. This one is a really fun card using some of our thin cut shapes to build the base of the card, and you don't even have to have a whole nother set of embellishments. You can simply use these liquid pearls or the Stickles, either one, to create your own embellishment. So those are dimensional and really colorful, and it's just by simply squeezing a little bit of your product into the spaces where you would want an enameled dot or a sparkle or something. You can use these products to create those embellishment items. The last project I want to show you is here on this beautiful layout. Again, the layout itself is gorgeous, but what we've done with the mixed media really helps to bring it up a level. So we've added some Distress Oxide inks behind our floral clusters, and then we've used the Stickles glitter gels, another fun mixed media product, to create even more shimmer and subtle detail in the background. You can kind of see that. I'll show you close up so you can see what I'm talking about there. Behind those floral clusters, you're getting a nice shimmer from the glitter. You can see it down here really well. And that is just creating a really solid and cool base to add your details of your layouts to. Okay, so I've got my base page here, and I've added some Distress Oxide inks to these areas where I know those floral clusters are going to be. And if you haven't been able to learn about Distress Oxide inks, I invite you to check out video number 2 in this series, where we talk all about Distress Oxide inks and how to use them. So I've applied them already to my base, and then I'm going to use the glitter gels from Stickles. So these are really fun. There's 4 different glitter gels that we carry, and they all have a little bit different look to them. So I kind of want to show you all 4 on a piece of paper so that you can see what they look like when they're applied. So before we use our project, I'm going to go ahead and just spread out a little bit of each of these so you can see how fun they are. So these are really creamy. You can see, you can just kind of pull out the product that you need and manipulate it onto your project. So you can spread it out and swipe it across as thick or as thin as you want, but you can see that you're getting all kinds of glitter in different weights and varieties in these glitter gels. So you get the really thin particle glitter, and then you have some almost like confetti glitter that's built into that as well. So there's one. We've got moon dust as another one. Let's grab a different palette knife and keep spreading these around so you can see. This one's a lot thinner and has a ton of that iridescent glitter in it. So fun. Then we've got this one that is called Flare, and it is really, really gold. So that's a fun way to add. Look at that. See how much gold. But then there's star glitter built into this one, which is really cool. And then our last one is Nebula. So this one is kind of a mix between moon dust, because you've got the iridescence and the clear, but then you get the gold stars mixed in as well. So let me show you all 4 of these on the close-up camera so you can see how beautiful each one of them is in their own right for what they add to your project. This one's got a lot more of that darker silver and large pieces of sequins and glitter in it. Then you've got the really soft white, the beautiful gold, and then the clear with the iridescent glitter and the gold stars mixed in. So lots of different options when you're playing with the glitter gels. So on this project, we used the moon dust. It's nice and subtle, and you can simply just take it and spread it right across your project. So sometimes I'll just use my finger if I want to be able to really kind of place it in certain areas, but just a nice little swipe It's organic and playful, and you're able to just kind of put the glitter where you want. It doesn't have to be solid or perfect, and it's going to dry down and add just layer over layer of detail. So it's all subtle, that soft color behind, and then the glitter gel on top really just adds a nice base layer, which is what mixed media is all about. It's about building layers and adding details that seem subtle and play into the entire project. You don't necessarily see them jumping out at you, but you see the elevated look when you look at the entire project as a whole. I hope this video has helped you to see some of the possibilities with these mixed media products. You can find the links to all these products in the description box below. And be sure to subscribe to Close to My Heart's YouTube channel so that you can see even more of these fun tutorials.